to week 7 of Inside the AQL. It's great to be back in our normal format for Inside the AQL at the AQL studios. As investigators continue to examine the alleged whistleblower and the erroneous damning information against the commission and the commissioner of the AQL, this commissioner is confident that we're going to beat this false story and prove it's all been fake news. And we're going to continue to be the ultimate fantasy football league and the envy of all fantasy football leaguers. 7 weeks into the 2021 Armchair Quarterback League, and we may have one of the tightest, one of the closest, one of the most competitive seasons in a long time, if not forever. Bad Mamby-Jamby and Big Chief have racked up 74 game winners, and these two rockin' AQs are co-championing the #1 spot, the top spot in the AQL. Big Chief is having his best AQL season in his entire illustrious career with the AQL. And Bad Mamby-Jamby, AQL rookie, has AQL veterans worried and wondering, how is he doing it? But hold on. 4 AQs are tied for second place. Impending doom. Sole proprietor, Reaper, and Naptown Niner are just 1 game back with 73 game winners. I don't know if you're aware of this or if I've mentioned this before, but consider. Weeks ago, Naptown Niner failed to post a Thursday night pick. Here's something for Naptown Niner to think about. If he would have posted his pick and that pick was a winner, oh boy, Naptown Niner could be in a 3-way tie for first with Bad Mamby-Jamby and Big Chief. Instead, he's stuck in the universe of what if. In 3rd place, all by his lonesome, is the champ. With 72 game winners, he is only 1 game out of being tied for 2nd place and only 2 games out of being tied for 1st. I'll tell you what I believe. I believe the champ is exactly where he wants to be. He's far enough behind, far enough back, not to be given much notice, but close enough to strike and kill like a rattlesnake. He's done that in the past. To win the AQL championship and take home the coveted Robert E. Abbott Armchair Quarterback trophy. Now I want to go back in time. 6 weeks ago, when yours truly, the commissioner of the Armchair Quarterback League, covered the AQL commitments, that all AQs were asked to commit to or bail out early. That would have been okay. There were 3 of them. Due to the relevance of recent events, I'm going to skip the first 2 and jump right to the 3rd. Commitment. Remember this, folks, the last commitment is this. You won't quit. I don't care how far behind you get. I don't care how dismal of a season you're having. You commit to not quitting. All right? You play it all the way through. You make your picks every week. It's disappointing to a lot of AQs when we have fallout, people who don't commit to the whole season. And yet that's what we commit to. All right? Playing out, finishing the race, no matter what. My fellow AQs, we've had a breach of commitment. And the AQs and others have spoken.
Hello everyone, this is the Lincoln Coyote to talk about a situation that's happened in the AQL. I'm not going to mention any names or a name, but this is for all of you, and maybe this will resonate with one of you. Failure is not the worst thing in the world. Quitting is. It's always too early to quit. If you quit once, it becomes a habit. A man is not finished when he's defeated when he quits. A winner never quits, and a quitter never wins. So don't throw the towel in and yell, no mas, no mas. Did Dave Waddle quit when he was behind in the 800 meters in Munich in 1972? Did the Americans quit after the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? Belushi told me that. There's still time for you to come through and bring this thing around. Let's not have to use words that Webster just gave me, like deserter, dropout, slacker, wimp, or goalbricker. Let's come through with this. Thanks.
This is the Gunslingers, and this message goes out to the Hawkster. Hawkster, I guess you can tell I'm in Arizona, and I heard that you had torn an ACL, or I don't know what it was. Maybe it was an ACL or something that you tore, so you're out for the season is what I'm hearing. So I'm sending this to you, and yeah, go Cardinals. Yeah, and good luck to you next year, I guess. Just make sure and check your cable cords.
Hey everybody, Highway Star here. It's come to my attention that the Hawkster has joined the ranks of the Quitters, former AQL champ. What a pity. I never thought that I would see this day come, but it has, and it's a sad day for the AQL.
This message is for Hawkster. This is Reaper. I'm going to talk to you about being a quitter. Our society is filled with runaways, dropouts, and quitters. The epidemic of our walking away has hit our land with effects as devastating as the bubonic plague, and it has destroyed millions of effective lives and relationships. We are so self-centered that we have ceased to lay down our lives for others. We have seen others faint or walk away, and we have followed in their weakness. We have fainted when we could have persevered by exchanging our strength for his. With his strength, not only could we have kept on walking, we could have run. People who soar are those who refuse to sit back, sigh, and wish things would change. They neither complain of their lot nor passively dream of some distant ship coming in. Rather, they visualize in their minds that they are not quitters. They will not allow life's circumstances to push them down and hold them under. Don't be a quitter.
Cincy's Redemption here, and I just got a message for Hawkster. What in the world are you thinking? How many times have you won this championship? You want to back out now because you missed a week? I've been on the bottom of the board the whole time, and I'm still playing. I think you need to get your priorities straight there, buddy. I don't know what's going on, but your head's got to be in the game. Don't let 1 week mess you up. You got this. Quit playing around. And if you for real do quit, man, you a quitter? Yeah, right. Prosper. You got this.
Hey Hawkster, it's Bring It On here. I really just wanted to voice how disappointed I am after hearing me, a first-year rookie, that you're already throwing in the towel on the season so soon. You're a 3-time AQL winning champion, and somehow you claim that an entire week's worth of picks didn't get saved, so you fumbled them all. You're also the only player who has ever been featured in one of the AQL weekly videos. It really doesn't do anything to excite somebody so new to the league if I'm unable to compete with somebody that at one time I really considered an AQL legend. Sore losers really don't have a place here, and I sincerely hope you shape up rather than giving up and shipping out.
Life just hasn't been the same since I quit the AQL. It's so cold. I've been eating in a week. If only I could quit heroin like I quit the AQL. The commissioner was right. Should just kept picking the teams. There's no going back now. Sometimes you just live with the choices you make. I'd say no regrets, but I really do regret it. Oh, jeez.
Thrill of victory here. I know you all know me from my blogging space, but this is the other thing. And you know, you probably all realize that I'm a big time. I'm pretty big time with this whole thing. You know, I'm a 2-time winner, consecutive years, which is a pretty rare thing. I know I'm on the kind of because of the discoveries I've done, and we're not going to get into that, you know, I'm probably on the inside track once this scandal breaks for the AQL commissioner's spot. And I don't want you all to think about that, because that's not why I'm calling. I'm calling in here because Hawkster didn't put his picks in. And not putting your picks in, I mean, it's so simple, right? I mean, it's so simple. But what really gets me is he quit. He quit. Hawkster quit. And, you know, quitters never win. And winners never quit. I'm not quitting. I just can't believe it. Hawkster, shame on you for quitting. You get the green weenie.
Hello, fellow armchair quarterbacks. It's the champ checking in here. I heard through the grapevine, through the huddle, if you will, that we're losing one of our own early in the season. That Hawkster is hanging up the flight feathers. You know, it's tough. It happens to the best of us, even former champions like Hawkster. You know, in this day and age of technology, you know, having auto-saved picks where you don't even have to push the save button, I mean, that can really catch a lot of people. You know, where do you find the time? You know, there's only 168 odd hours in a given week. You know, that's something like over 10,000 seconds. And I know from personal experience, finding the time to open the app and just make sure my picks are in there, I mean, that's a solid 4 seconds. You know, average person spends, you know, 3 hours a week using the restroom. It's where do you find the time? And I can just understand that just sometimes the boomers they're running out of gas. And the change, the bigger buttons, the auto saving, it's just a bridge too far for the old Hawkster, as Sean Connery would say. So we salute you. Maybe we'll see you back next year. But remember, gentlemen, in the end, there can only be one. Oh, what's this, guys?
A book that they gave us at school.
Oh, story?
Yeah, story.
Yeah.
Did you guys read any of it yet?
No.
Oh, how about I read it to you guys?
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, it's cool. Based on a true story. There once was a guy on top of his game. They called him the Hawkster because that was his name. He felt like a giant, kind of like a Great Dane. He made picks every week. He was good. That's insane. He walked down the street with his head held high. The birds were chirping, and blue was the sky. Once he missed his picks, it was never the same. He pouted and pouted, and everyone was to blame. I made my picks. Really, I did. I hate this new format, crying like a kid. I quit. I'm not doing this. I'm too far behind. He even called his mommy and started to whine. She didn't want to hear it and took him to the doctor. And that was pretty much the end of the Hawkster. Moral of the story?
Don't be a Hawkster.
Yep. Loser.
Come back, Hawkster. This 8-week weekend. Don't be a quitter. Finish the 2021 season. Be the winner you are. Be the AQL champion and legend people have known you to be.
And here he is right now, preparing for the race in which he is the favorite. Like the man who won the 100 meters, he is from the Ukraine. In lane 2, we're going to have Dieter Fromm of East Germany, another very strong runner. In lane 3, Dave Waddle with the golf cap from the United States. Next to him in lane 4, Robert Uko of Kenya. All of these men could win the gold medal. Then we have Andy Carter of Great Britain. He also a very strong runner. Franz Josef Kepler, the veteran from West Germany on home ground. And Mike Boyk, the surprise from Kenya. And on the outside, we have Kupchik the Pole. 2 laps around. They run in lanes for the first 100 meters, and then they'll break. Boyd is looking strong again at the moment already. On the inside, we have Arjanov. Arjanov in the lead as they break, but Boyd on the outside is going for the lead right now. Uko, the other Kenyan, on the inside, and Waddle is way back exactly where he was in the semifinals.
We don't know right now whether he's just trying to stay out of trouble. It'll be a few more 100 yards before we know if Dave is seriously injured or really just lagging back to stay out of trouble. He's not too bad because it was quite a fast pace through that first 200 meters. And as we said, here go the Kenyans charging for the lead coming up to the bell lap. Boyd and Uku.
Okay, and right with him is Andy Carter of Great Britain, Dieter Fromm of East Germany. Those are the 4 right now. They're on the bell lap. The split is 52.3.
If Dave could just pull up here and get on the outside of Arzanov, he would have him boxed in perfectly. Let's hope Dave makes a move down this back stretch.
The Kenyans running like a mirror reflection of each other. In first and second. Fromm
There he
right
goes.
there with him.
There's Arzanov from the Soviet Union going up to the lead now.
There goes Arjanov, the favorite, taking the lead. Dave Waddle is making his bid. He's not in too bad position right now.
I think Dave's in great position on this. At this point, he's in perfect position on the outside. Good striking distance to this last 100, 200 meters.
Stand by for the kick of Dave Waddle. If he's got it, he could make it. But he's got to catch Arjanov and the Kenyans. And here he comes. This is the bid for a gold medal of Dave Waddle. He's got one Kenyan.
I think he's going to
Can he make it? He came up with 2 bad knees. He couldn't train for weeks. And he has come in and won the gold medal, the first tremendously exciting moment in track for the United States in these Olympic Games. And Dave looked the calmest of all.